team to appreciate the matchup of these two elite quarterbacks. Both guys hoping to use this big stage and display their supremacy. Welcome to Happy Valley, Pennsylvania, and home to the Penn State Nittany Lions. West Shore home field at Beaver Stadium. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, against the 18th ranked team, Penn State Nittany Lions. For Relay Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Grimsley. Let's get this thing underway. And the Nittany Lions will kick this away to start us off. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. So Nebraska's offense trots out there to open this game. And Kirk, this is what we've been looking forward to, a matchup of two quarterbacks who are elite, very competitive, matched up against each other today. One of the better matchups we'll see all season.
Yeah, a game that we really pointed to all summer. Looking forward to this matchup. Knew these two quarterbacks would go head-to-head. Very important that they don't get caught up in the individual matchup. They just go out and work against these defenses that they're facing and try to put up as many points as they can.
Is handed off out of the shotgun. Takes it with first, looking for more. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
That is a first down. Good job by this big offensive line and this running back to be able to pick up positive yards. How often have we said that over the years with backs and offensive line play from Nebraska?
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
Well, they're going to come up short of the sticks here. We got a tough decision at this point in the football game for the head coach. What will they do now on fourth down?
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. The Cornhuskers looking to keep this drive rolling.
Chris, I'll be honest, man. I thought on fourth down and one, they might be just trying to draw the defense off sides, but they caught me and probably the defense by surprise as well, especially on their own side of the field. Gutsy play call right there to keep this drive alive.
They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Both these teams told us they're eager to prove a point. Here we are mid-season. They both earned their spot in the rankings, but we expect a tight, competitive battle today.
Well, that's the beauty of these top 25 matchups in the middle of the year. A little bit of a better handle on who these teams are. Love the fact that we get these two teams on the field. May the better team win, and hopefully it's a close one all the way to the end.
Short pass finds the tight end. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 30 and a first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there. It'll cost him 5.
False start on offense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? From the shotgun, drops back. Short connection to the tight end here. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. The 9th play of a strong opening drive. It's 3rd and long. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Dumps a short throw down to the running back. They make the stop, but then moves the football to the 16. It'll be 1st down.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. Both teams settling in, looking to set the tone here, Kirk. In a game where there's a lot at stake with both teams coming in.
Yeah, both these teams realize this is a key game in the grand scheme of things. Late in a year like this, a winner may be able to look back at this as a game being the reason they finish strong and make a big push to those bowl games around New Year's.
And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. He's got it right near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Can you say methodical? A marathon march, Kirk, just pounding away and wearing down that defense.
They just kept moving the sticks and moving the sticks until they got into the red zone, and they just kept moving to the sticks until they got into the end zone. What a drive.
PAT makes it 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. And the coverage team gets him down. Not much gained on that return. So Penn State's offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. And all eyes, Kirk, in this matchup of elite wide receivers. They got great skill. They got big personalities. You know they want to outdo each other in this showdown today.
Well, it's a showcase opportunity for both of these 2 wide receivers. A lot of eyes on them, not only in college football, but I don't know the last time, Chris, we were on the field pregame and saw so many NFL personnel evaluating these 2 to see who ends up stepping up and playing better.
Short completion of the tight end.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open. The quarterback makes the right throw. And look at these yards.
It is intercepted. Not much room in that return. Tackled at the 16, but an important takeaway for this defense.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Quick throw caught on the left side. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. 3rd down play here out of the shotgun. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Huskers. Well, no surprise for an offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Returner choosing to field this one. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Breaks into the clear. He's past the marker and still going. Now here he goes. The 30. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Penn State. He would not be denied. They couldn't get him to the ground.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
Point after, up and good. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. First down, looking to throw the ball. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. The defense gets involved in the scoring.
Not only are they able to come up with some points of their own, now the defense on the other side comes up with a turnover and a touchdown to tie the game and are an extra point away from taking the lead.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
So far, this has been a battle on the ground. We've completed the first quarter, and the run game has dominated. Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. So early movement from the offense. That'll push him back 5.
False start on offense.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Important second down play coming up. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Here's the toss play now, running left. He's going to lose ground on the run. Now it's going to bring up 4th and short. The Huskers will have to kick this away. The offense will have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this one will be fair caught. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. The shotgun running play call. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, Not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 2. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. What a catch! He moved the ball to the 48 and earned a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
With the catch, it's Montgomery. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Scanning the field. It's Briggs. He's got it on a crossing route. And they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play. Now, instead of a nice gain, they're going backwards with that penalty call. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Looking to chuck it again. Tries the right with a quick throw. Who makes the grab? They're able to get him down.
Man, I love the route here by the receiver. Really sold these going vertical downfield. Ends up coming back to the football to pick up big yards.
An offense with some pre-snap motion. Running play called on 3rd and short. And they convert on 3rd down. Move the ball to the 36.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the 1st down.
The Nittany Lions pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. He hands it to the back. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. A big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
This will be the 9th play on the drive. The RPO caught to the right. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Crucial. 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Back to pass. It's Briggs. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down into the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The tight end makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Boy, they do a great job here on play action. The linebackers were completely fooled. 2 or 3 steps up into the line of scrimmage, opened up a nice lane behind the backers, between the safeties, for the quarterback to make the read and a good throw downfield.
handoff with RPO. The quarterback looks to his right. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain in the play. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. Second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Screen to the wide receiver. Defense surrounds it. Just a short gain on that completion. Offense moving closer to the line of gain after that catch. Out of the gun now on third down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. That's enough to move the sticks and give him a first down at the 41. The Cornhuskers with 1st and 10 here.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Good enough for a first down.
And the Huskers are in the red zone now. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They finally make the tackle, but it's going to be 1st and goal from the 6. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. First and goal. Great chance now to draw even before halftime. They'll hand it off. They finally corral him at the 1.
The real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. That puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
Second down and goal upcoming. Trying to find the end zone off the right side. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Nebraska.
That's how you close a half off of this offense, leaning on the run game to get into the end zone and setting yourself up to go into half all tied up. What a game we have here.
And they'll set up with a PAT. And he knocks it right through. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Caught over the middle. It's Montgomery. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
This is what makes the RPO so difficult to defend if you have a quarterback who can read it. It's that old argument, which guy has the chalk last? Or with a quarterback that can...
And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Look out, he's in the clear. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Gets the ball as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Quick completion to the tight end. He's brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the mark. And the crowd coming to life here trying to help this defense down in the red zone. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. He's got it near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the extra point makes it a 7-point lead, 28-21. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. So not much time left before halftime as they begin this possession here. Can they make something happen? They're going to run it. Runs through the defender. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Happy Valley. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
All right, Kevin, thank you. We appreciate the breakdown. The Cornhuskers will kick this away to get the second half going. Returner trying to create good field position. Returner steps out of bounds at the 17. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. Hoping to click here at the beginning of the third quarter, try to make up this deficit. Off the play fake on first down. Over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
Back to pass. It's Briggs. Short throw complete to the tight end. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands. Nittany Lions will have 1st and 10 here. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. Play action here on first down. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Well, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. run it on the toss. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
And there's the handoff. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid gain. Stay ahead of the chains.
Looking to throw it on first down. Makes the grab. Can he get there? Touchdown, Huskers. Still no answer for this offensive machine. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kirk.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Returner looking to make a play here. Return man forced out at the 12. Not a good return and not good field position. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Here's the handoff. They'll bring him down just short of the 20.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
That's going to be incomplete. A first down drop here in the middle of the field. At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? Dropping back, it's Briggs. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Swarm with a pass rush, a sack.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. And the defense makes some adjustments, come up with a stop here. Handoff to the back. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Now, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that 1st down marker. And now we've got a decision here on 4th down.
4th down, look at a throw for it. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Zero running route. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense is trying to create some matchups to their advantage, but, man, this defense is so athletic. Nowhere to go here after this catch.
Offense in a split backfield now. To throw, it's Briggs. Running back grabs it on a screen. It's going to be a loss on the play. Forced out of bounds. Great play by the defense.
Trying to bait this defensive line to believing they have a shot to get to the quarterback on the pass. Instead, they recognize screen right away, make a really nice play for lost yardage.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Out of the gun now on third down. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. Here comes the first play of the drive now from the 44. From the shotgun, handoff inside.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid gain.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And the wideout goes in motion. Second down, we're going to throw it. Dumps it down to the back. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Ball handed off. He's got the first and still going. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Nebraska. Game-breaking speed for the running back to reach the end zone. That is just priceless for an offense.
Chris, that back was able to find that crease in the defense. Let's give credit to the big fellas up front for creating that crease. They all played a key role in that score.
And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. There's a kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Gonna run it. It's Peterson. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just to 2 yards. But Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
How about the job by this defense against this receiver? One of the top receivers in the country. They knew he was going to be able to be a big factor in this game, and they have kept him quiet all game long until right now. In the fourth quarter, he comes up with his first catch.
The offense really clicking here. Back to throw. It's Briggs. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 40. 1st and 10.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
And It's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
Yet another incomplete pass, and this offense simply hasn't accomplished anything at all through the air today. Time is of the essence now, and a comeback seems improbable to me.
Movement here from the tight end. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. This time it's complete. Breaks into the clear. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a first and goal from the 8. Well, this defense has played well with a letdown there. A little too comfortable with this big lead at the moment, maybe.
Yeah, and what I love to see is this offense has not given up. This game has not gone the way they had hoped, but here they are taking a few swings late in this game. This one ends up working out.
And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that back.
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. Solid gain puts him in good position for second down and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Man, I really thought on second goal you might see the offensive coordinator elect to throw the ball, but instead try to catch the defense napping by running, and man, does it backfire.
Grab behind the line. It's Moran. And the defense swarms him. They've got him behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're going to come up short of the end zone, and now they've got an interesting dilemma on their hands. Down by a couple possessions, do they go for a field goal and hope to get the ball back with a chance potentially to win the...
And it's caught! Touchdown, Penn State!
Great job here by the play caller going to that 5-wide receiver set. He put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. It's very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
Return starts from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. First down and more. He's still running. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line and the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
They'll run it here. The pickup is 4. Sets up a 3rd and 6 now.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front of the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Strong defensive effort. They've got him behind the line. He'll lose 5 yards. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And they'll kick it away here. The returner is brought down. Gets you started with the next drive. And the Nittany Lions Lions offense retakes the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it with room to run. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44. And the Nittany Lions come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
Hey, you're down by a couple possessions late in the game. That's exactly how you want to start this drive. Let's see what they can do with it after that nice game.
Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for it.
Brought down very quickly. Not much to show for that completion. Looking to pass. It's Briggs. Taking a shot deep down the right side. Tight coverage, deflected and incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt.
It's complete. That's enough for a 1st down. They've got it, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the 1st down.
Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. The Nittany Lions come to the line with 1st and goal. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Backed up to the 5-yard line now for 2nd and goal. Looking for a man. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. What a grab in the end zone in a clutch moment.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Forced to punt last time. Trying to add points, build the lead right here. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the 4th.
1st down. Looking to throw the football. Here's a quick screen to the receiver. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Well, this is a huge 3rd down coming up here. Here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. He'll be brought down at the 46, good enough for a 1st down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The Huskers pick up enough for a 1st down. Pounding away with the run game. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Second and short. This offense can keep this up. They're going to wrap the game up comfortably. Play fake, looking to throw. On the move now. Looking to scramble now. And the junior decides to pick up the first down himself.
Boy, how many times do we see this late in a fourth quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great push. But what do they create? Space in lanes. And he takes off and picks up a first down.
The Cornhuskers will line up on 1st and 10. Ball is snapped, and the quarterback will just take a knee. That's the kind of matchup we hope for, Kirk. This team came in higher ranked, respected. They were fully tested. They had to show how good they were to survive the upset here today.
And I really think that the coaches and the players, they love playing in these kind of games. You really are going to get tested. You find out what you're made out of. And these guys really met the challenge. I'm very, very impressed with the execution and how they played this game. And